Good morning. This is Sajid Mukhtar and welcome to my Camera Confidence Project Day 3. This is my journey to gain camera confidence and learn English fluently. I will be, as I have earlier said, that I will be sharing my tips and the progress on the way. So let's get started. As we see that I'm sitting in my car today since I wanted to make a video out in the nature today, but when I was ready actually, so it started to rain. So instead of going out and trying it outside, I will be doing here. But before we continue and say something about yesterday's progress, I want to start. Noor, good morning, Noor. I'm Triangle again. Good morning, Noor.
Good morning, Sajid. How are you today?
Uh,
What's our topic for today's conversation?
yes, I just started to. I'm already in the progress of making a video of ourselves, but I want to inform you about the situation today before we continue. As my plan today was to make the video outside while I was going to take my 30 minutes walk. But when I was ready to, I already packed all the equipment. It just started to rain. So instead of going outside, I'm sitting in my car and making the video for you. And I can explain you how it is being doing is that I'm sitting on the driving seat on the left side, and I have the 360 camera on a small tripod which is above the car. I'm not sure what's the name called it. And I have my Bluetooth camera from Marshall is just on my right side and in front
It
of
sounds
you.
like you're adapting well to the situation, Sajid. Making the best out of unpredictable weather is great. So, you're in your car with the 360 camera set up on a tripod. How are you finding the setup so far?
I think
Is it
that's
giving you the angles and coverage you need for your video?
Yeah, I think so because as you know, I'm using a 360 camera, so I'm able to reframe later on also. But as just I was telling you that your voice is coming out of the Bluetooth speaker, and in front of that I have a mic for you. So in a way, I have already checked that the voice is coming right out of both of us. Now I think, Noor, we can start our today's topic, and I want to inform you about the yesterday's change. I have done it, and that I was able to have the sound uh, coming out of both speakers as I had made adjustment in the wireless go to. So in a way, the first betterment is that now the voice is coming normalized. One thing I am a bit struggling with is that, in a way, voice when I'm speaking, it is a bit sticky voice coming out of my mouth. And maybe something about hydration can help, but I'm not sure. That's the reason I have brought water with me.
It
So, no,
sounds like you've made some great improvements with your setup, Sajid. Getting the sound balanced is crucial, so well done on that. For your voice sounding sticky, hydration can definitely help. Drinking water regularly and staying hydrated can make a big difference. Sometimes warm tea with honey can also soothe the throat. Are you ready to dive into today's topic now?
well, today's topic is a bit more on the technical part, actually, that I know a bit about what equalizer is, but I do not understand it in thoroughly. So in a way, I will ask Noor now to take a role of a experienced audio mixer, audio engineer, and try to have our topic today is to that you, Noor, are a professional audio mixer teacher, and you want to explain to me and give me the knowledge about how I can use the equalizer and how we can get better at. Can you do that, Noor?
Absolutely, Sajid. I'll take on the role of an experienced audio mixer. Let's dive into the topic of equalizers. An equalizer, or EQ, is a tool used to adjust the balance of different frequency components in an audio signal. Think of it like a set of sliders or knobs that let you boost or cut specific frequencies. This can help improve the clarity, balance, and overall sound quality of your audio. First, there are a few key frequency ranges you should know about. Bass, 20 Hz to 250 Hz. This is where the low-end frequencies reside. Boosting these can add warmth and depth to your sound, while cutting can reduce muddiness. Mid-range, 250 Hz to 4 kHz. This is crucial for the clarity and presence of most instruments and vocals. Adjusting these frequencies can make a voice stand out more or sit back in the mix. Treble, 4 kHz to 20 kHz. This range includes the high frequencies. Boosting these can add brightness and air to your sound, while cutting can reduce harshness. When using an equalizer, it's important to start by identifying what needs to be fixed in your audio. For example, if your recording sounds too boomy, you might want to cut some of the bass frequencies. If it sounds too harsh, reducing the treble can help. Do you have any specific questions about how to use an EQ, or is there a particular aspect you're struggling with?
The first thing is that I want some understanding first. As when we are saying equalizer, is it as same as the audio mixer and all the knobs on it? Does every aspect of that be called an equalizer, or is just the changing of the frequencies? As I understand that in equalizer you are able to change some frequencies to just give it you can increase a range of a range of frequencies, or just lower the frequency. But can you also do it on is it just a group wise change, or just you can change entirely one frequency also?
Great questions, Sajid. Let's break it down. An equalizer, EQ, is a specific tool that focuses on adjusting the balance of frequency components within an audio signal. It is a part of the broader audio mixing process, but is not the same as a complete audio mixer. An audio mixer is a device or software that combines multiple audio signals, controls their levels, panning, and sometimes their effects, including EQ. Regarding your second question, EQs generally adjust groups or ranges of frequencies rather than individual ones. For example, a basic three-band EQ might have controls for bass, mid-range, and treble, each affecting a broad range of frequencies. However, more advanced EQs, like parametric EQs, allow for much more precise control. With a parametric EQ, you can adjust the center frequency, a specific frequency, the gain, how much you boost or cut that frequency, and the bandwidth or Q factor, how wide or narrow the range of frequencies affected is. So in summary, Audio Mixer combines multiple audio signals and controls their overall mix. Equalizer, a tool within an audio mixer or standalone that adjusts the balance of frequency components. Frequency adjustment. EQs typically adjust ranges of frequencies, but advanced EQs like parametric ones allow for very precise control over individual frequencies. Does that help clarify things? Any other questions about EQs or audio mixing?
I do understand it. But what I want to do is to learn a more thoroughly about it. As you are saying that most part of we have divided the equalizer in the frequency in groups. So you have one group which is the highest, and then the highest frequency, which it will be up to 20,000 kilohertz, and those are from 240 and upwards. Those are the treble or the sticky sounds which are coming out from them. And then you have the mid-tones, which is most of our vocals, our sounds are. And you have also one is the bass, which is the lower end, from the maybe 20 to where this band was. I'm not sure what you were saying, but Is that true that when you have the lower mid range, it is the bass, but you can? I have seen that they have something called high pass filter. Could you just we can start with just focusing on the bass and the first the lower frequencies, how we can manage them and which effect does it have on?
Absolutely, Sajid. Let's focus on the bass and lower frequencies first. The bass frequencies generally range from about 20 Hz to 250 Hz. This includes the very low end, sub bass, and the upper bass. These frequencies give the sound its warmth and fullness. When managing bass frequencies, you have a few tools at your disposal. 1. Low pass and high pass filters. High pass filter, HPF. This filter cuts off frequencies below a certain point, allowing higher frequencies to pass through. It's useful for removing unwanted low end rumble or noise. Low pass filter, F. This does the opposite, cutting off higher frequencies and allowing lower frequencies to pass. It's less common for bass management, but can be useful in some scenarios. 2. Bass boost cut. Boosting the bass frequencies can add warmth and depth to your sound, making it feel fuller and more powerful. However, too much boost can cause muddiness. Cutting the bass can help clean up the sound if it's too boomy or overpowering. This is useful for making space in the mix for other instruments or vocals. 3. Low shelf EQ. This type of EQ allows you to boost or cut all frequencies below a certain point with a gradual slope. It's great for making broad adjustments to the low end. When using these tools, it's important to listen carefully to how the changes affect your mix. For example, if you're recording vocals and you notice some low end rumble or background noise, using a high pass filter to cut frequencies below, say 80 Hz or 100 Hz, can clean up the recording without affecting the clarity of the voice. Would you like to know more about specific techniques or tools for managing the bass? Or should we move on to another frequency range?
Well, I want to just continue in that this scenario first. As you were saying that between uh, 20 and 250, this is low mid no, this is low frequencies, and it is the muddiness and the bass in the voice. But when you are saying that we can use this tool to take out muddiness, are you also referring to the hiss and the noise which comes in, and you can use this tool to the slope you are talking about to in a way to clean out all the background noises which you are not good doing it. And as we are sitting in the car and it's raining out, will in a sense will I be able to just filter out the raining droplets which are coming down in that way also?
Great question, Sajid. The muddiness in the bass frequencies, 20 Hz to 250 Hz, is typically related to low end buildup, which can make the sound feel heavy and unclear. This is different from hiss and noise, which are usually in the higher frequency ranges. For your scenario, where you're dealing with background rain noise while recording in your car, here's how you can approach it. 1. High pass filter, HPF. This will help remove unwanted low frequency rumble and noise. However, rain noise, which tends to be higher in frequency, might not be effectively removed with just an HPF. 2. Noise reduction software. To tackle the rain droplets noise, you might need specialized noise reduction tools or software, such as Isotope RX or Adobe Audition. These tools can analyze and reduce specific unwanted sounds without affecting your main audio significantly. 3. EQ adjustments. While a high pass filter can clean up some low end noise, rain typically falls in the mid to high frequencies. You might use a combination of EQ to reduce the specific frequency ranges where the rain is most prominent. For instance, you can identify the frequencies where the rain is most noticeable and gently cut those frequencies to reduce their impact. Using a notch filter within your EQ can help you target very specific frequencies, but it won't be as broad as the high pass filter. So, while an EQ and high pass filter can help clean up some noise, For more persistent and higher frequency sounds like rain, noise reduction software might be necessary. Does that help clarify how you can manage different types of background noise in your recordings?
Well, you are giving me, first of all, starting points that I think I have to digest this kind of information, and we need to make, most probably, we need to make more videos on that. But as I understand, as an overview of this equalizer topic, is that this is a way to change and design and to enhance your voice. In many times you need a lots of you have lots of different tools you can use, and as I understand, the high pass filter and the low pass filter, as this is a filter in high pass, you have a filter which lets the all of the higher frequency pass through, and the low pass is the opposite of it. So in a way, you can decide what kind of, if you want to have a bit more, a bit less bass, you can use the high pass filter. And the other way, if you have a sticky sound which is on higher frequency, you can use low pass filter to decide which frequency are not allowed on the higher side. So those two and those two points I have will be taking with me. And you have the so I think we have already come to the point of end today's session. Maybe we can talk a bit more about midtones tomorrow, or the higher frequencies also. But what I will do now is that I will take this information, and when I will edit this video for you guys, I will try to use low no sorry high pass filter today to see what kind of difference does it make on my sound. And the other part, which is about my sound, which is sticking out, I think we will deal later with it. The reason is that I want to progress slowly but steady pace. So in a way, I will learn a bit by bit, since my main goal is to gain camera confidence. That is my most primary goal. So in a way, this will be and the secondary goal, which is the technical part, I will not make this as a main priority. So the main thing I can inform you guys today is that we have done our third day session with the camera confidence project, and we have tried something new today, which is sitting in a car and doing the interview. And I will also thank Noor today, the AI that has helped us and taken a role of expert in equalizing. So, Noor, you can say goodbye to our viewers, and afterwards we can end this session.
It sounds like you've got a solid understanding of the basics, Sajid. You're absolutely right about taking it step by step. Practice and gradual improvement will help you build that confidence. To everyone watching, thank you for joining us today. It's been a productive session on equalizers and audio enhancement. Keep following Sajid's journey for more insights and progress. Goodbye for now, and see you in the next video.
Thank you very much, Noor. Now I want to say goodbye to you. I think I will say goodbye to all of you. If you have some comments and some suggestions and how I can improve, I'm looking forward to your replies. Bye bye.